NegoEconomics is exactly as you said. It's a term I coined. It stands for negotiation economics, and it's basically very simple, award-winning mathematical model that finds the unutilized value in a negotiation. The difference between your cost and my value, or my cost and your value. If I should share a very quick example, a major client we have in the energy industry, we're negotiating with a sub-supplier. And they had a situation where the sub-supplier was a little bit too expensive, but instead of just going into a positional negotiation, a lose-win situation where the buyer, our client, would just demand a price reduction of whatever they needed, they decided to work in SMARTnership and try and capitalize NegoEconomics. And one of the areas they found was terms of payment, because our client actually demanded a very long line of credit. And the way they did it was they sat down and agreed with the supplier, let's be open and transparent about our cost of capital. And they figured out that the cost of capital was way higher for the supplier than our Fortune 500 organization that had a pretty low cost of capital. So they switched that. So instead of asking for a very long line of credit, my client suggested that they could pay a substantial amount of the total contract value up front. And by doing that, they capitalized $400,000 in mutual value. Now, that additional value that was capitalized, my client said, you know what, we're going to take that because that's the price, or that's the value we need for making you competitive. But they obviously compensated the counterpart for that cost they had. So the supplier didn't lose any value or money whatsoever, and my client saved $400,000. So think about NegoEconomics as just the asymmetric value, the difference between your cost, my value, and my cost and your value. And we can find NegoEconomics in terms of payment, delivery, warranty, installation, education, transportation. The list goes on and on and on. It's basically just require that you are transparent and you know your cost and value on the variables you are negotiating.